Off they went for a walk and a wind down.
And here we are back live in this lineup of the men's pairs. Next to them, the very useful South Africans. Watch for them to finish fast. And then closest to us in lane number 6, it's the Argentinian pair, Damian Ordaz and Walter Baljunek. They've done well to get into this men's pairs final. So fascinating. You've got 5 absolutely fresh crews and 2 men who've already done 2,000 metres and barely had 2 hours in which to recover. As you explained, Dan, they came out of the boat, they walked around to get the lactate out of their system, then they chilled down with ice, then they went to be worked on by their personal physios, and how have they come out of it?
Well, this is the tough event. This is the one they want to win. This is the one that Matthew Pinsent won for 5 years with Steve Redgrave way back, unbeaten in this event. And the test is really on them now. They've got the measure of everybody in this field. They've beaten them all. So really they should feel pretty confident. And they've gone out fast. Look, they've gone out fast. They're up there. They're in just about level with the other two on the far side there. It's Argentina and Yugoslavia.
Yes, Argentina closest to Yugoslavia on the far side. And these two, Ordaz and Baljunek, well, they didn't get any further than the repechage in the Olympics, but already you can see they've improved 12 months on. And on the far side there, those two Yugoslavs who were 5th in Sydney, I think we've got to keep a careful eye on them, Dan, because they are useful. Well,
yes, they're a good pair. They've been going well all through the season. But again, Pinsent and Cracknell have always had the measure of them. Little look across there from Cracknell. They're still, this is the boat they like best. They enjoyed rowing in the pair, they said, because it meant somebody else was steering the boat and calling the instructions, and they could just concentrate on their rowing. Here now, it's back to Cracknell steering it and Matthew Pinsent just laying down the rhythm. But they're still in good shape. They know there that Argentina is probably going too fast for their own good, and they're going to come back at them. But it's Yugoslavia who are really going to be a pretty tough call, I should think, and probably also Romania.
Yes, those two men very much in their prime, both 26 years of age and improving. Just inside them, two from the top of the picture, the Romanians, Mastercan and Corbianu. Then just lagging a little bit, the Italians, that's Joa and Lari. And then after them, Pinsent and Cracknell. And at the moment, the South Africans, Di Clemente and Czech, just also off the pace. But the Argentinians still doing well in the second quarter, but it's the Yugoslavs leading at the moment, just from the Romanians. Pinsent and Cracknell are just about 3rd with the Argentinians at the moment.
Yes, Cracknell, remember, has changed sides. He was a stroke side rower, same as Pinsent, and he had to change sides, but they've had a terrific World Cup series. They've won everything they've raced, unbeaten. But changing sides is very difficult, and especially when the pressure is on, it's quite difficult to make sure that it takes a good year, really, to get completely comfortable on a new side. And it has meant that technically they've spent quite a lot of time trying to grind together this pair. It's very, very powerful. Their coach, Jürgen Grobler, reckons it's a more powerful pair than the Redgrave-Pinsent combination. But it's technically that they've got to make sure they improve. But they are slipping back off the field here a little bit. Remember, everybody else has got fresh legs. They now may be beginning to feel the same sort of pain in their legs that Cracknell and Pinsent have been feeling for this last 1,000 metres. But they've got a lot to do. They're in 4th place. They've got a lot to do there.
Indeed they have, Dan. Just a little worrying at the moment. And the Argentinians, well, perhaps they did go out too fast, but so far it doesn't appear so, because they're right there in a medal position just about at the moment. As I say that now, Pinsent and Cracknell now take on the position of the bronze medal and now start to go to work about trying to close the gap on the front two. Still Yugoslavia from Romania, and they've had a little look at the men to their right, and then you can just see, two from the bottom of your picture now, this is the move by the South Africans. I'd said it right at the beginning, watch for them to come a little later on, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, but it's the people out on the far side. It's Yugoslavia who are the real worry. Cracknell and Pinsent had to move. They didn't expect really the pressure to come from that side. They were expecting South Africa and Italy to be their toughest opponents. But look, they're having to go now. Cracknell just getting a little bit early there as he takes it off Pinsent. But there they move. They had to move much earlier than they wanted to. It's hurting enormously. It's really hurting them in the legs. But they're taking it and they are worried. They've still got about 2 seconds seconds to make up on Yugoslavia, and they've only just coming now to the last 500 meters. They've got a lot to do. They've got a lot to do, and are they going to be able to hold on to this unbeaten record? This is the one they want. This is the one they've got to win. This one is the one that counts.
Coming to the final 500, if I think back to 1987, this was a double which, if you can remember, Dan, it was Steve Redgrave and Andy Holmes tried to do. They couldn't pull it off. They also tried in the Olympics in '98, couldn't do it then. That was when the two races were on consecutive days. These men are trying to do it in the same day within 2 hours.
That's right. Redgrave and Holmes got a gold and silver the first year, and then a gold and bronze in the Olympic year. But my goodness, here they are coming now. They are coming, and they are so powerful, but they're up to 42 now. 42. Yugoslavia trying to hold them off, and this is a real battle. This is going to hurt them. There's another 250 meters to go, and the battle is on.
The battle really is on, and can Pinsent and Cracknell, with their tremendous strength, haul back the Yugoslavians? They're getting there. Look at the line of boys across the course. This angle is not helpful, but nonetheless the British are getting there, but will they get there in time? Meanwhile, on the near side here, South Africa are moving up. They're looking to try and challenge Romania perhaps for the bronze medal, and as I say that now, the British, are they on terms with the Yugoslavians? It's really nip and tuck between these two. Difficult to tell from this angle. There's virtually nothing between them. On the near side it's Great Britain, on the far side it's Yugoslavia, who've been in the lead all the way. Coming to the last few strokes of the race now. Have Pinsent and Cracknell managed to overhaul them? There are the Yugoslavs. They're just ahead as we come towards the line now. There's really nothing between the two. It's going to be on the stroke here. Which one gets it? Yugoslavia or Great Britain? Oh! And South Africa take third from Romania.
What a finish. I mean, that was the most extraordinary finish. They were up to 48 strokes a minute there as they came up to the line, and I can't call it. I can't see that at all. Absolutely dead heat, and an amazing finish from the British pair. From fourth position at halfway, Yugoslavs think they've got it. Great race, great effort from them, because they really took it on right from the 500-meter mark.
I don't know. I think it could be on the surge there, Dan. The British might just have got this. That line is a television line. It's not. Oh, they have. The British have got it. Would you believe it? They've done the double, but it must have been in the last stroke.
Well, that was an extraordinary finish from them, and what a performance. I bet they won't do that double again. I reckon that's going to be the last time they attempt that. They've set that record. That'll stay. 2 gold medals in 2 hours.
By just 200ths and on the surge, Pinsent and Cracknell regain the pairs title for Great Britain.